Welcome to our community. Susie Thomas with you this morning. We're visiting with Teresa Gary. She's from the Stark County Community Action Agency. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
I think there's a lot of confusion about who you are, so let's clear all that up.
That sounds great.
Stark County Community Action Agency is a very all-encompassing organization, isn't it?
It is.
Tell us about who you are and what all you do.
Stark County Community Action Agency is an agency that provides resources and tools for residents of Stark County who are income eligible to get on the path to self-sufficiency. So we provide some programming that assist our residents on that journey.
What ages are we talking about, Teresa?
I would say we serve families, so we serve children from the ages of 6 weeks to 5 years old. We also serve youth. We also serve individuals who are over 18. So we serve the full gamut.
Mm-hmm. Where are you located?
We are at 1366 Market Avenue North in Canton, Ohio, but we have multiple locations with some of the other programs that we have. But that's our main building.
Would the people who are income eligible know that they're income eligible, or how do they find out if they're income eligible?
It depends on the program. Each individual program basically has a guideline to go by. For instance, if you're calling in for any workforce development, interest that you might have, you would speak to our receptionist or our intake specialist, and they would be able to tell you from there what you would need to bring in to determine if you were income eligible. Mm-hmm. Each one of our programs has a different guideline to go by. So we definitely, would like, you can either go onto the website, which is www.sccaa.org. To look at those income guidelines, or you could definitely call in and we would be able to tell you what those income guidelines are.
Well, let's talk about some of these programs.
Okay.
HEAP, what does that stand for?
Home Energy Assistance Program. Mm-hmm. And that program is really about assisting residents with their heating and cooling bills. So electricity bills, gas bills, we assist with that, setting them up on plans and things of that nature. Right now, we currently today is the first day of summer crisis. So individuals who may be eligible for air conditioning units, things of that nature would call into the office to see if they would be able to get an appointment. There is a line, it's called the IVR line. So I would, and I'm not the director of that program, so I would definitely recommend that you call in and get the information that you need to see if you were eligible for that program.
Right. You bring up a very good point, because I think when we think of energy and heating and so forth, we go to wintertime and how important it is to make sure that elderly and every family has warmth through the winter. Mm-hmm. But we forget that sometimes it can become beastly hot around here,
yes,
and that we need to make
absolutely.
sure that they are cool as well.
Absolutely.
I think of little babies and so forth. You don't
Yes.
want them overheating.
Yes.
So important to make sure that they're getting cooling as well.
Absolutely. And we're kind of going on two wavelengths here, because HEAP is the Home Energy Assistance Program, but then HWAP is our Home Weatherization Assistance Program, and can assist individuals with some insulation and things of that nature as well. So
how do those two do things different?
They're different in the sense that the Home Weatherization Assistance Program really can work with a renter who is renting a home, or a person who owns a home. And what we try to do is we come out to determine, or, one of their technicians will come out to determine whether or not the home is in need of like insulation, siding, those types of things to, make the home more energy efficient.
So if you are not the homeowner, then these agencies will contact the homeowner that you're renting from and make sure that they're keeping everything up to code and making sure that they're right for a family.
Right. As long as the owner of that home says that it's okay for the person who is looking into making the home more energy efficient, they absolutely can do the work on the home.
So one is called HEAP.
Mm-hmm.
and the other HWAP is talking about insulation and so forth.
Yes.
What does HWAP stand for?
Home Weatherization Assistance Program.
Got it. All right. Well, that makes it easier to
Yes,
remember. So
it
to
does.
weatherize and also to basically have the energy that we need. Okay, here's one that is just dear to my heart, Head Start.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Head Start program.
Head Start really works with early childhood education and then just childhood education. So we're working with babies who are about 6 weeks old up into, they're learning and getting ready to go into kindergarten when they're 5 years old. And Head Start is really centered around making sure that they are developed before they actually get into kindergarten. So they're learning a lot of skill sets that will assist them in going to kindergarten.
Who is Head Start geared for now?
When you say geared for, what do you mean?
Well, who would be eligible to get to go? Because it seems like any young child could benefit from everything that they have to offer.
Well, actually, all of our programs are centered around income eligibility. Okay. So they would have to be income eligible in order to be eligible for Head Start.
What kinds of programs do they get to do? What happens in a day at Head Start? Because I think it's pretty exciting.
I don't know if I can answer that question fully, but I know that they are learning developmental skills, and how they go about doing that, I don't know. But I will say that they do a lot of, they deal with music, they deal with some artsy things, and I don't know. I can't go into full detail.
But everything for kindergarten readiness.
Yes.
And would a person be able to go visit and watch a day, observe, take a tour, and see what happens?
Great question. And I don't know the answer to that question, but I will say that, when working with kids, and I only know this because we have a youth program, and we send some of our youth down there to help work over the summer. Our youth program, those individuals have to have background checks to be around the children. So I don't think that it's not something that we could do, but I think that there are some things in place to allow that to happen.
That'd be awesome.
I do know that Head Start loves having volunteers, and I don't know the process for volunteers, but I'm certain that that's probably a part of the process for volunteering. But yeah.
Well, okay, before we move along, you mentioned volunteers, and that was my very next question, because of all the wonderful work that is taking place with the Community Action Agency, volunteering, there are volunteer opportunities with Head Start.
Yes.
So retired teachers or people who would love to.
Absolutely.
Perhaps even young people considering going into education.
Absolutely.
This would be the place for them.
That would be the place for them. You're absolutely right.
So how do they let know that they'd like to volunteer?
They would have to contact it's called the William Hunter Center. They would give a call and let them know what their interest is, and they would get them to the correct person, and they would be able to take it from there.
That's awesome. All right, and we'll give you sccaa.org. Go to the website for more information about anything. Do we have an idea? I'm sure it's wonderful, and I'm sure there's some amazing stories, but I don't know if I'm asking the right person. Do we have an idea the difference in children's readiness and the difference it made in children's lives to start school after having participated in the Head Start program?
You're right. You're not asking the right person. However, I do know that there is a difference, and that is the reason why that program is in place. Many times a mother or a family may take their child to just daycare where you're not learning those developmental skills to help to help a child be ready for kindergarten, so that, they're essentially knowing how to interact with other children on a not just a social type thing, but more of a learning, being able to sit and learn certain things. So I do know that there is a difference. I just don't know how that difference is determined.
Well, and it's been around for quite some number of years now. It's
yes.
The proof is in the pudding. So I'm
Absolutely.
certain that it's doing an amazing job for a number of families. Employment. You work with people in getting job skills and getting them placed. What services exactly do you provide?
Well, that is our workforce development department, and that is the actual department that I oversee. And workforce development is really geared towards giving individuals opportunities to, we have displaced workers, individuals who have worked in a certain area for a long period of time, and maybe they're not working there anymore, or their job was phased out, or the manufacturing company has closed. And so they're trying to gain knowledge, skills, learning how to, interview. It's a new age. It's a new day. How employers receive resumes, how they search for resumes, how they interview. A lot of things have changed. And so that's where we kind of come in. The different programs that we have are soft skill and hard skill based. And what I mean by that is the soft skills are really the job readiness piece of it, where we're assisting you with resumes and job search and cover letters and interviewing techniques and networking, how that all, fits together for an individual out there looking for employment. We have a computer skills course as well, which beginning in intermediate, we want to help you to be, everything is done on the computer anymore. And so we have a lot of folks out there that, if they worked in a certain industry before, they really don't know what that looks like. And so those are classes that can help them get up to the modern day and be successful in their job search. Now, the hard skill piece of that is we will give you the soft skills, the job readiness, the computer skills training, but then we want to give you something that's a little bit more technical, or not technical, but give you a skill that you can carry with you for the rest of your life. So some of those programs look like STNA.
What is that?
State Tested Nurses Aid.
Oh.
So we are an agency that doesn't provide the training, but provides the opportunity to be trained. So we partner with other organizations within the community to provide that training, but we assist the individual coming in with the free training. So we pay for it for them, the training for them, if they are income eligible. So that's STNA. We've done welding. We are we're actually getting geared up for CDL training.
What is that?
CDL is driving a truck.
Oh, yes. All right.
So,
I have seen that.
Yes. So,
Okay.
We have a full gamut of programs that we're trying to get so that individuals can have more hard skill training and be able to take something with them so that they are self-sufficient versus just learning a soft skill and not having something to back it up when they're looking for employment.
Let me make sure I'm understanding this, because this sounds amazing. You are funded as an organization to get the training and make the connection so that a person who wants to be retrained for a new position, they're able to do this free of charge based on income eligibility.
Right.
That is awesome.
Yes, it is very much so. And even if they're displaced workers, or maybe they don't have any skills, it really just depends on that particular person. If they're income eligible, and they're interested in our programs, we're going to assist them. We partner with a few different organizations within our community. We're also gearing up for a summer apprenticeship program with the city of Canton, where we are helping individuals who are 18 and over, male or female, that are looking into the trades. So carpentry, plumbing, pipe fitting, heavy equipment. So we're also working with, so many different community organizations to really see that Stark County residents are working and they're self-sufficient, or they're on the journey to become self-sufficient.
And making a really good living.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. That's wonderful. We need to take a short break. We'll be back with Teresa Gary from the Stark County Community Action Agency after these words. You're listening to Our Community.